Hey you guys, it's me SpongeBob #1 fan 2003 here, and as you can see I'm here with all my super awesome SpongeBob The Adventures of Man Sponge and Boy Patrick books. And you all probably remember that a month ago I actually reviewed this one right here that's called Goodness Man Ray, and a little bit earlier today I actually reviewed this one right here that's called What Were You Shrinking? Okay, and right now I'm going to be reviewing The Adventures of Man Sponge and Boy Patrick in EVIL versus the IJLSA. Okay? So, as you can see on the front cover, there's Barnacle Man. Yeah, it's Barnacle Man, not Barnacle Boy. And there's the Dirty Bubble, there's Boy Patrick right there, and Man Sponge right there. Also known as Patrick and SpongeBob. And, yeah, in my book, SpongeBob actually has, like, a few, like, black and white marks on his face, which is completely fine with me. I mean, you can barely even see them from a distance. You can see that. And, yeah, it's a little bit worn out in some areas, but it's okay. And here's the spine really quick for this one. And, oh gosh, here's the back of it. So, obviously, just like the other ones right here, here's a little description right here, and just like the other ones, it says, "Look out, here comes Man Sponge." And on this one right here, SpongeBob is actually green colored right here. Well, on that one right there, he was blue, and that one right there, he's pink. But on this one right here, he's like this really pretty green color. And this book, unlike the other two, this one was actually by Erica David, but just like the other ones, this is illustrated by the Artifact Group. And then there are the other two books right here that you can get, which I actually have both of them, which I think is amazing. We have the complete series of these books, which I think is amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and start looking at the pages that are in this book here. Okay? So, obviously right here, just like the other ones, here's a really nice picture of Man Sponge right here. And then there's Boy Patrick and Man Sponge right here. And obviously this book was made by Erica David and illustrated by the Artifact Group. Okay. Ooh, and this book was made in the year 2012. And here are all of the contents right here. Okay, so the first chapter is called Dried Up. So SpongeBob actually wakes up from a very, very nasty nightmare, and he tells Gary all about it. So Man Sponge and Boy Patrick are actually sort of, I guess, rescuing people. And then they get a phone call from the Sponge phone. That kind of looks like a little baby's, like, toy telephone. And they go onto their invisible boatmobile, and Man Sponge actually sucks up, like, this mud right here. He, like, absorbs it all. And then this girl actually, like, kisses Man Sponge and thanks him for saving her. And, like, he said, like, Man Sponge says that Boy Patrick is his sidekick, and Patrick actually gets very, very mad. Or Boy Patrick. So SpongeBob is actually a little bit more happier later, and then Patrick comes and he, like, has these really, really mean signs that says Man Sponge is dried up, and SpongeBob looks very, very upset, big time. Okay, so Patrick is, like, complaining to SpongeBob about, like, you know, saying that he's just his sidekick, and SpongeBob is actually late for work. And then they have some more flashbacks and stuff about the girlfish and saving her. And okay, so here's the next chapter. I'm pretty sure there's a second banana. So like, it's a very, very busy day at the Krusty Krab, and apparently Mermaid Man cannot decide what he wants to have for lunch. And he decides, like, SpongeBob says to just get a Krabby Patty. So he decides to get himself a Krabby Patty and a Pipsqueak Patty for Barnacle Boy, because apparently he won't be able to finish the whole entire Krabby Patty. And to be honest, I think the Pipsqueak Patty looks really adorable. And, Yeah, Barnacle Boy is 68 years old and he really wants to have a Krabby Patty, but yeah. So I guess they have some more flashbacks or something. Actually, no. Okay. And let's see. Oh yeah, this is a flashback about, like, you know, ice cream and stuff. And then suddenly Barnacle Boy decides to turn evil. So he goes off to the dark side, and then he meets Man Ray in the Dirty Bubble in the big car. And now they're having another flashback about, like, you know, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy tied up when they were younger, and, like, this blueprint looking thing or something. Okay, so Mermaid Man is actually very upset that his friend left him, and he actually decides, like, to let SpongeBob and all of his friends, like, be his sidekicks or something. So, now here's the evil part. So Man Ray, the Dirty Bubble, and Barnacle Boy go to, like, other people's houses, and they, like, do the ringing doorbell joke thing. And obviously EVIL stands for every villain is lemons. So, Mermaid Man gets some ice cream, but it was actually all a trick from Barnacle Man and his new friends. So SpongeBob and all of his friends decide to help Mermaid Man defeat everyone. And now they're all the IJLSA, which stands for, I'm pretty sure, International Justice League of Super Acquaintances. I haven't seen the episode for a little while, but yeah, Mermaid Man actually takes them all to this place in his lair and stuff. Like, you know, all these really cool superhero costumes. And then there's, like, a really cool picture of young Mermaid Man with all of his super acquaintances. And here's a flashback that they had. So, everyone actually decides to dress up in their really cool costumes. But SpongeBob actually, like, decides that like, you know, they'll sort of, I guess, like no longer be Man Sponge and Boy Patrick. But then, they decide to just, you know, change into the costume, since they'll only be, like, temporarily. Okay, so now they have their costumes, and they're going to get dressed. And SpongeBob is obviously the Quickster. He can run really, really quick, obviously, hence the name Quickster. Okay, and Squidward is actually Captain Magma, or Captain Magma, and he actually, like, says Krakatawa, and then he, like, erupts some lava out of his head. And then Patrick is the elastic waistband, and he is, like, really, really stretchy. And then Sandy is actually Miss Up Here. She can actually turn invisible. So now Mermaid Man has all of his new friends, and now they're actually going to fight crime. So now they're going to go to, I guess, Makeout Reef. Actually, wait, no. Actually, no, they have a meeting with the chief. And, like, you know, he actually sort of reports, like, the nastiness at the Makeout Reef place. And they actually, like, sort of make fun of this guy and his girlfriend. And then they make fun of this fish right here kissing his pillow. And then Mermaid Man and Miss Up Here, Captain Magma, and the Elastic Waistband, and the Quickster, like, you know, they all come and they actually start to defeat them. And unfortunately, when Captain Magma wants to, like, sort of have some lava all over them or something like that, apparently, the lava accidentally lands on SpongeBob's head, and now he's, like, going crazy, and he's like, ah, get it off and stuff. and the elastic waistband tries to help him, but he gets tangled up with SpongeBob, and then Merman Man decides to like cool off the Quickster with his water balls, but apparently he accidentally has one on Captain Magma, and then he turns into ashes. And since everyone is like completely like worn out and stuff, Merman Man falls down on his back. And unfortunately, evil, I guess, wins, or AVIL. And obviously, it's now like 1 against 3. And Barnacle Boy actually helps out Merman Man get back to his feet, and Merman Man is very happy that Kyle is back on the side of justice. So, as a reward, he actually takes him to go get a Krabby Patty. And SpongeBob and Patrick are so happy that they're hugging each other. That is so adorable. Okay. So, Barnacle Boy is eating his Krabby Patty, and he says that it's so big that he doesn't think that he'll be able to finish it all. And SpongeBob actually really misses being the Quickster, apparently. And Barnacle Boy obviously can't really finish the entire thing, and then everyone starts laughing and stuff. And like, you know, they're like laughing at the Pipsqueak Patty because it started this whole entire mess here. Okay. So it's actually pretty much all for this story, and then here's like a trailer of Goodness Man Ray, which, as I said before, you've already seen my book review of that sucker, so here's a little sneak peek. There we go, that's pretty much all for EVIL versus the IJLSA book. I actually really super like this book. My favorite part was probably the end, when everything went back to normal and stuff, and like, you know, it was a very happy ending for Merman Man and Barnacle Boy. And here's a quick sneak peek of this one. Woo. So yeah, that's actually pretty much all for EVIL versus the IJLSA. So yeah, goodbye everybody, have a great day, and peace out.